Hi guys, and welcome back to our podcast, Hot Takes
and Cold Brews.
And this is your host today. I'm Kowpan.
And I'm Nora.
So we have our special today, which is Nora.
Yes, hi guys.
She has a very good hot takes for our episode today, right, Nora?
Yes.
Can you talk about your hot takes?
Well, once again, we're cheating on the cold brew front. As you can see, we're actually in the same clothes and we have hot drinks. So I feel like we're not staying very on theme right now, but it's December, so we're able to branch out and go into hot drinks.
I know, right? Because December means hot drink.
It does. So anyway, guys, but our hot take is extra hot, so should supplement a little bit for that. So today we are going to be talking about transgender athletes.
Oh, okay, Nora, wait. I remember you're a school athlete, right? I remember she plays like almost every sport in the school.
Well,
and she is also a very good athlete.
Well,
too.
Thank you.
I always see her playing and I'm like, oh my gosh, Nora's so amazing.
Thank you. I'm flattered.
Is that also a reason you choose this topic too?
It actually is. It was kind of a personal thing for me because I'm still in high school. I'm in my senior year right now. But I've played high school all through school. I played high school all through school. I played sports all through school. And 2 years ago, last year, I played against a transgender athlete.
Oh.
Yes. So I've had personal experience with this, and I'm just reading more of the news and with the Olympics this last summer and all that, it's just like becoming more of a rising issue. And so I thought this is something good to talk about with people, just to get people aware of what's really going on, all the facts.
So when you went to the tournament and then you had to compete against transgender athlete, was that a good experience for you?
It was not a good experience for me at all. It kind of felt unsafe. We were told as female athletes that we were not allowed to say anything about this biological man participating against us. We were not allowed to speak up against it. We were expected to be in the same locker rooms and bathrooms with this person. And I mean, this person was a very aggressive person, and actually I got punched in the face when we both went up for a rebound. So
oh my gosh.
It was really intense, but I couldn't say anything about it because it would seem like I was being insensitive and making excuses. So I had more of a personal feeling towards it. So
you can't say anything. So in the tournament, is there like any rules protecting you guys as like born female?
So
woman?
This issue is so widespread, but all around the world has different policies. Thailand did not really have any policies towards it. Thailand is very known for their lady boys.
Yeah.
So it's just like, accept it. It is what it is. So, but in other countries like America, they have policies, which I can actually read some of these. And like the Olympics has policies and stuff. But so the NCAA, which is the highest level of college athletics in the States, they have a policy where if trans women are required to undergo 1 year of testosterone suppression before they are allowed to participate. So proponents of trans athletes say, it levels the playing field, it makes everything good because now they don't have excess testosterone pumping through the system. But actually, doctors and scientists have found that this doesn't make the thing even. This doesn't level the playing field. Okay,
so going back to your tournament 2 years ago.
Right.
Is it last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago, I think.
2 years ago. So is that transgender person, what should we call him? What should we call that person? Pronouns. I don't know. Him.
We'll call.
Should make a name for that person.
Yeah, let's go with Tom.
Yeah, Tom. Okay.
This is the name we go back to.
Yeah,
Sorry if
Tom.
any of our viewers' names are Tom.
Okay. So is Tom like same as you guys? I mean, in terms of like muscly and like the strong and stuff, because I kind of know that like there is some like biological differences between male and female. Like, so is that Tom person has like the same biological whatever?
Like I said earlier, a lot of athletes are required to undergo hormonal suppression, and then there's other different types of treatments and therapies like gender reassignment surgery, electrolysis, and other things to make the male body more like that of a female. But this Tom hadn't undergone anything. There was no operations. It was fully biologically a man. But even though some athletes do undergo these things, for instance, a study was done by Dr. Gregory A. Brown that said hormone repression does not make it equal, because athletes who would be considered mid-tier and in males athletics can replace the most skilled female athletes on the podium. I'm not saying men and women are not equal. They are equal, but biologically there is a difference. And so over 5,000 male athletes who are just normal male athletes run faster than the gold placing woman in the Olympics. And so another thing, like, after a male has undergone puberty, their bone configuration and size cannot be reversed. So even though they don't have as much testosterone going through their system, they have greater weight, height, bone density, higher rates of metabolizing, releasing energy, and these innate physiological traits result in greater muscle strength, stronger running, stronger hitting, faster kicking, higher jumping, everything. And so these differences make it that testosterone blockers can't just make that equal.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we all see in every sport that they separate men and women.
Yes.
Even with, as I say, volleyball, they have a net for men and women. And basketball, they have a different size of a ball.
A different size and weight of a ball, yes.
That's the reason, because of what Nora just said about, like, all the how they can jump higher and stuff, right?
Yes.
That's why they separate men and women for the same rights in doing sports.
Men and women have always been separated. Even, let's look at Caitlin Clark, okay, guys? She is this amazing, she just went into the WNBA, but she was this amazing college athlete, broke all of the NCAA records, everything. Even she beat men's records. But she's not playing in the NBA. She's playing in the WNBA, because even though she can hold all those records and do all those things, playing against men is not the same as playing against women. So she's staying in a place, no one was saying she couldn't be in the NBA. I mean, of course, some people. But she went to the WNBA. This person, she literally holds almost all the records in the NCAA. And she still is playing in women's category, because there's a difference.
Yeah.
Men and women are different. Inherently, they're physiologically, biologically different. And there's no way to separate that difference. Even scientists who are literally so pro-trans, they're saying there's no way to actually make it a woman's body.
So there is no ways that people can change their gender like that?
Not down to the chromosomal level. Truly, you can physically look like a woman, you can have women traits and stuff. However, in 100, 200 years, if they found your remains, they would test it and it would say this was a man. No matter what you went through, and now this podcast episode is not at all about is transgenderism right or wrong. This is not the topic we're tackling, but we're trying to discuss, is this fair for women, for biological men to be entering into their brackets?
So,
yeah.
I'll stand in Nora's side, because as listen to her story, it's like, wow, you got punched in your face. You can't say anything. And is that Tom person didn't go through any?
This person had not gone through anything, any that I had known of, differences, but actually was very skinny. You wouldn't know, like, this Tom would not have been on the males athletic teams. And, but man, whatever, could
Tom.
hit hard. Okay, I felt it in my face. In volleyball, we couldn't get past because Tom could jump higher, hit harder than us. I mean, this is an example. In other collegiate sports, there's this one instance where this high school player, Peyton McNabb, she had a bright future of volleyball ahead of her. Great girl, great volleyball player. Well, she was playing a game of volleyball, and she didn't know her opponent was a transgender person. And that person spiked the ball, but it went straight into Peyton McNabb's face, and she suffered from severe concussions. She, to this day, this happened several years ago, to this day struggles with chronic anxiety and depression, health issues, headaches, and she said her life will never be the same because this biological male was playing in a women's conference, and she had to quit volleyball, she had to quit school.
So she can't play volleyball anymore?
She can't do it. She has trauma.
Oh
and
my
so
gosh.
Like, this is an example of an unsafe environment for women.
Imagine you're doing something you really love, and it's like it's gonna be your future, and then it just ended because of some random man spike a ball into
in
your
a women's division. Women are supposed to be safe. We have a right to safety. in sports, and it's being compromised.
Because, as I said, they're always separate men and women for the equality.
Athletics have always been separated to make it more even. There's weight classes, age divisions, there's gender divisions. Olympians do not participate against Paralympians. Paralympians do not participate against members of the Special Olympics. It's always been separated, and never once has it been seen discriminatory until this now instance.
Yeah, I would say that sport is like the only thing I can feel the fairness all the time. Like age, is there height? No height, right? Age,
no, but weight.
Yeah,
weight.
Age, weight, and like gender. But then as I watched the Olympics last year, the issue was so hot take.
Yes.
It was so hot. Like, okay, transgender in the competition, and there's like, can you explain that what happened during the Olympics last year more?
So there was this one boxer. I think her name was Angelina Carlini, something like that. She was very good. Belgian boxer. I mean, boxers are like the toughest people. Like, they are tough. I mean, this woman gets hit, so then her opponent was a biological male, and that person punched Angelina in the face, and she drew out of the fight, one punch in. And everyone's like, what are you doing? You're a pro athlete, you're a pro Olympian. Like, for an athlete to make it to the Olympics is the pinnacle of athletics. She was representing herself, her country, her family, and she drew out after one hit, and she said that I've never been hit that hard in my life, and that was unsafe. And for a boxer to say that they felt unsafe is actually crazy to me. Have you seen some women when they leave the boxing ring? It's like blood and like swollen eye, and she felt unsafe because she was fighting against a biological male.
Yeah, it's like you're fighting with like someone like your dad.
Yeah,
and it's like a big man and you.
And even some instances where it's not actually a woman taking the podium, like a biological male taking the podium. Like, this is an instance. So this was the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. There was this power lifter from New Zealand. I mean, her name was Laurel Hubbard. And before Laurel Hubbard transitioned from a man, they participated in males weightlifting. Transitioned to becoming woman, completely went through male puberty, got all that, went through gender reassignment, whatever. Then started participating in women's weightlifting and won every single thing. So New Zealand brought Laurel Hubbard to the Olympics. Laurel Hubbard did not end up winning. So everyone says, it's not even a big deal. Laurel Hubbard didn't even end up winning. Like, this person didn't take anything from the women. Wrong. According to rules of the Olympics, every country is only allowed to bring one weightlifter from every country. And so Laurel Hubbard, a biological male, took the woman's slot. So women who had been training their entire life to go to the Olympics never had the chance to, because a biological male was taking their spot.
Transgender athlete happened since like Tokyo Olympics.
It's been happening for a long time. Now, in the Olympics, that was the first openly trans. Laurel Hubbard was the first openly trans. And it's been estimated, the UN did a study, over 800 gold medals have been handed over to men in women's divisions.
Oh my gosh,
that is devastating.
That's so unfair.
To train your whole life. Athletics is such an emotional thing. And to train your whole life to see a man standing on your podium is heartbreaking.
It's also like that person who like been doing volleyball for her life, and then she got spiked, and then she can't like stop her dream. Oh my gosh, so unfair for me.
It's very heartbreaking.
So I think we are like kind of wrapping up now. Also, is there any hot takes you want to tell us, Nora?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do have a hot take.
So what's the hot take?
So my hot take of the day is men and women are equal in value. When God created man and he created women, he created them equal. There is no difference in worth. However, biologically, men and women are different. And so when laws, policies are being changed, when there was an example of this Title IX, we're backtracking a little, guys.
Yeah, sure.
Title IX was in the United States in the 70s. It was this law enacted to protect women and girls in education. And there used to only be 7% of all high school athletics was women. And a few years ago, 43% of all. So it seriously grew. Well, in 2022, the Biden administration rewrote this law to create gender identity. So now even laws are endangering women. So when laws are endangering women, they're being changed to endanger women. When women's physical health, emotional health, mental health are being damaged, and awards are being taken by biological men in women's divisions. This is not fair. So my hot take is human rights in one area cannot take away from human rights in another area. Men and women are biologically different but have the same value, and so it is not fair for biological men to be participating in women's athletics. That's my hot take.
Wow, that's a very, very
hot take for you guys today.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
so
thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed.
And for the next episode, let's guess what will be our next hot take.
We're gonna have to just work on. We got another few amazing things in the pipeline for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Please come back for another episode of Hot Takes
and Code Brews.
See you guys next time.
Bye.